Hello guys, welcome to my channel, Muhammad here. Ever pondered about the difference between psychology and therapy? It's a question that stirs in many minds, yet the answer is not as straightforward as you might think. Psychology, in its simplest form, is the scientific study of the mind and behavior. On the other hand, therapy, often referred to as psychotherapy or counseling, is a process focused on helping individuals heal and learn more constructive ways to deal with the issues and challenges in their lives. It's a practical problem-solving approach that seeks to change behavior and improve quality of life. So you see, both fields study the human mind and behavior, but their focus and approach are distinct. Both fields intertwine, yet they are not the same. It's about time to dive deep into their differences. Psychology, a vast science of the mind, but what does it truly entail? Well, let's dive in and unravel the foundations of this intriguing field. Psychology, at its core, is the scientific study of the mind and behavior. It's like a map that helps us navigate the behaviors, passing everything from the firing of individual neurons in our brains to the social dynamics of groups, organizations, and cultures. Some people and today's technology is described like that. But actually it is wrong. Neurons is not directly about psychology. Already brain itself is directly about biology. Is a physical biology. Now let's break it down a bit. The field of psychology is divided into numerous branches, each focusing on a unique aspect of the human experience. First up, we have clinical psychology, which is all about diagnosing and treating mental, emotional, and behavioral disorders. It's the branch that probably comes to mind when most people think of psychology. Next, we've got cognitive psychology. This branch delves into how we perceive, think, and solve problems psychologically. Then there's developmental psychology, which studies how and why people change over time. It's like watching a movie of a person's life, observing how they grow and evolve from infancy to old age. But that's not all. There are many other branches like social psychology, forensic psychology, and industrial organizational psychology, each exploring different facets of the human condition. So where is all this knowledge applied? Everywhere, really. In schools, workplaces, hospitals, courtrooms, and even in our everyday lives. Psychologists work in a variety of settings, using their insights to help improve people's lives, shape public policy, and enhance our understanding of the human mind and behavior. Psychology, therefore, is a comprehensive field, with its roots deeply embedded in understanding the human mind and behavior. And as we dig deeper into this fascinating subject, we'll discover just how pivotal psychology is, not just in therapy, but in every aspect of our lives. On the other hand, therapy, a term often used interchangeably with psychology, holds its unique essence. It's not just a synonym to psychology, it's a different realm with its own set of principles and practices. At its heart, therapy is about treatment. It's about healing or relieving discomfort, distress, or dysfunction. It's about helping individuals find their path towards personal growth and betterment. Therapy comes in a multitude of forms, each designed to address specific issues or conditions. The important point, therapy also used physically. Example, there's physical therapy, a form of treatment that helps individuals improve or restore mobility and function, often in cases where their physical abilities have been impaired due to illness, injury, or disability. Physical therapy can help reduce pain, prevent disability, and promote physical fitness and overall health. There's also occupational therapy, which focuses on helping individuals perform everyday activities, develop, recover, or maintain the skills needed for daily living and working. It's used in rehabilitation of those with physical, mental, or developmental conditions. And these are just a few examples. There are numerous other types of therapy, each with its own unique purpose and application. The purpose of therapy in all its forms is to provide relief. Relief from physical pain, from mental anguish, from emotional distress. It's about helping individuals overcome challenges, improve their quality of life, and achieve a sense of fulfillment and well-being. Therapy is about healing in all its forms and facets, and about helping individuals live their lives to the fullest. And so, while there are intersections and overlaps with psychology, therapy stands on its own. It's a distinct field with its own methodologies, its own goals, and its own unique essence. Therapy, in its core, is about healing and providing relief. Now that we've defined our terms, it's time to compare. What sets psychology and therapy apart? Firstly, let's look at the goals of these two fields. Psychology, as we've established, is a broad field of study that aims to understand the complexities of the human mind and behavior. Its goal is to explain why we do what we do, and how our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors interact. On the other hand, therapy, specifically psychotherapy, has a more focused goal. It's about applying what we know about the human mind to help individuals navigate their lives better. It aims to alleviate distress, improve mental health, and enhance people's quality of life. Now let's delve into the methods used in psychology and therapy. In psychology, research is king. Psychologists conduct experiments, surveys, and observational studies to gather data. They use statistical methods to analyze this data and come up with theories about human behavior and mental processes. Therapy, however, is more about application. Therapists use a variety of techniques to help their clients. These techniques are based on theories and research findings from psychology, but the focus is on practical application rather than theoretical understanding. Next, let's consider the practitioners. Psychologists can be researchers, teachers, or clinicians. While clinical psychologists do provide therapy, not all psychologists are therapists. They may work in academia, research institutions, or corporate settings, using their understanding of human behavior to conduct research, teach, or design products and services. Therapists, on the other hand, are primarily practitioners. They work directly with clients in a therapeutic setting, helping them navigate their mental health challenges. Therapists can come from a variety of backgrounds, including psychology, social work, counseling, and psychiatry. Finally, it's important to note that while these two fields are distinct, they are not mutually exclusive. Many psychologists are also therapists, and many therapists draw heavily on psychological research in their work, but the key difference lies in their primary focus. Psychology seeks to understand, while therapy seeks to help. So if you're looking to understand the human mind and behavior, you might find yourself drawn to psychology. But if you're more interested in applying that understanding to help individuals navigate their lives, therapy could be the field for you. In the end, it's not about which field is better or more important. They both have their unique contributions to make. Psychology provides us with the theories and research that help us understand the human mind, while therapy gives us the tools to apply that understanding in a practical way. As we can see, while they overlap, in some areas, psychology and therapy serve different purposes and are practiced differently. Common misconceptions often blur the lines between psychology and therapy. Let's clarify some. Firstly, a popular myth is that all psychologists are therapists. This is not the case. Psychology is a broad field with various subdisciplines, and not all psychologists are therapists. Some psychologists work in research, some in academia, some in the corporate world, and yes, some do work as therapists. But being a psychologist doesn't automatically make one a therapist. Then there's the notion that therapists can read minds. This is a trope often seen in movies and television, but it's not grounded in reality. Therapists are trained to understand human behavior, emotions, and thought patterns, but they don't have magical mind-reading abilities. What they do have is the ability to create a safe space for open dialogue, and the skills to guide you towards insights about your own thoughts and feelings. Another fallacy is that psychology is just common sense. While it's true that psychology often investigates areas of human behavior that may seem intuitive, the study of psychology uses scientific methods to test hypotheses and theories. It's not just about what seems obvious. It's about what can be empirically proven. Finally, there's the misconception that therapy is a quick fix. In reality, therapy is a process. It takes time, effort, and commitment. It's not about instant solutions, but about understanding, growth, and long-term change. By debunking these misconceptions, we can begin to appreciate the distinct roles of psychology and therapy. In our journey today, we've traversed the landscapes of psychology and therapy, two fields often mistaken as synonymous. Yet, as we've discovered, they are anything but. They're more like two sides of the same coin, each having its unique characteristics and roles, yet intertwined in a beautiful dance of understanding and healing the human psyche. See you in next video.